Hello, my name is Frank McDonald. I'm the instructional officer for secondary science in Socorro Independent School District. I am also one of the coordinators for the middle school science and engineering fair, which you have so generously volunteered your time to help judge this next coming week. This video is to give you a brief overview of what your role will be as a judge and how you will actually perform this. This is some groundbreaking stuff for us at SISD because this is our first virtual fair. Normally, we're used to getting together at one of our high school campuses, getting a whole bunch of burritos put together and a whole bunch of cardboard trifold boards set up on tables, and we run our fairs that way. This year, we've taken a different approach due to COVID, but I think this is a good thing, and now it kind of changes the way that we're going to go about this. So instead of having one long Saturday, we can, you guys, as judges, will have a whole week to judge at your leisure and to be able to see what our kids have created here at SISD. So let's get right into it. I'm going to kind of give you a brief overview of how things will work. Please excuse this ray of light right here in front of my face. It is that time of day, and I have the sun coming in through one of my windows. So here's how it's going to work. First of all, you guys have all sent me Gmail accounts. And the reason, though, I needed those Gmail accounts is because we are hosting this virtual science fair in Google Classrooms. What that means is that you need a Gmail account to become a member of the classroom. So I will be sending out invitations, and I will be making you guys teachers of these classrooms. There are 21 categories that we're looking at in the science fair, and we made 21 different Google Classrooms to accommodate each one of those categories. You as judges, you guys will be placed into a category as a teacher where our students who are also in that category have uploaded their projects to 2 different assignments. You as the judge/teacher will have the opportunity to grade or score those presentations to see which of our kids will move on to the Sun Country Regional Science Fair. So this is our step one. In step one, you would be receiving an invitation in your Gmail account to join a specific classroom. In this case, this is just an example. This is my sandbox. I've invited myself to join the sandbox, and this is what it would look like. So if I click on here, I'm going to go back up to the top of this is my area. This is my sandbox, and I am a teacher of all 21 of these courses, all these 21 Google Classrooms. You, as the judge, will only be a teacher of one of these, and this would be the category that you're looking at. So here's how it would work. I'm going to click into my sandbox. Well, I'm going to click into my sandbox, and I'm going to show you from there, and then I'll show you a real-life example. So here is my sandbox. This is my practice area. And there's 4 different tabs that we're dealing with. So as a teacher, the first tab I want to show you is people. So as a teacher, you should find your name along with mine and Dr. Navadis, our other coordinator, science fair coordinator, and an additional judge will be found in this area. So there should be 4 people in this teacher area. Below that are all the entrants into the different classes, the different courses. So these would be considered the entries into the sandbox. So here I have myself, and then I have another account with myself, and somebody snuck in there, so I'm going to make some changes here. But either way, these are the contestants. These are the people that we would be working with. So here's how it's going to work. So if we go back into the stream, we are going to be able to see, if we scroll down, we see that there are 2 assignments that have been assigned. There is an assignment for Judge 1, and there is an assignment for Judge 2. When you get your invitation, additionally, I will send a spreadsheet indicating which judge you are. So that way, if you are Judge 1, you will only score the projects that have been uploaded to the Judge 1 assignment. If you are Judge 2, you would only score the assignments that have been uploaded to the Judge 2 assignment. That way, we have 2 different scorings, and we can get an average of those scores and determine who's going to move on. So here is an example. If I click on Judge 1, I can see that there have been a couple things that have been turned in. So you should see assignments that have been turned in here. none have been assigned, this would be an indication that somebody did not upload their project. They didn't turn it in, so we have 0. This is a good thing. And this is what it looks like. So you can kind of see the scoring system is going to be able to see there. Once you score these projects, you'll be able to see their score that you've given them. So let me go back. That is one way to look at the assignment. Another way is to click onto classwork. And in classwork, you have the 2 assignments that are here as well. So they're by topic, Judge 1, and this is the assignment, and Judge 2, and this is the assignment. So if I was Judge 2, I could click on Judge 2, and I can see that 0 have been turned in, 1 has been assigned, and 1 has been graded. So I've already graded 1 in this area. I also have the instructions for what they were supposed to do. And then most importantly, here is where I find the rubric. So I can click on the rubric, and there are 20 areas that we're going to judge the kids, I believe. So, and they fall into different categories. So research problem, design and methodology, data collection, analysis, and interpretation. If it's engineering, it's construction and testing. And then we go into the PowerPoint. How was the PowerPoint? Did it look right? Did it have the right appearance? And then the embedded voiceover presentation. So these PowerPoints will have, some will be uploaded as PowerPoints, some may be uploaded as MP4s, some may be uploaded as links. But the idea is that the kids were able to speak over their PowerPoint presentation. They put their science project, instead of on a board, they put it onto a PowerPoint presentation, and they were able to give an oral presentation by recording it. The kids had several different options as how they were to save it, and so you may see a variety of different types of presentation. So it may be just saved as a PowerPoint. It may be saved as an MP4. It may be perhaps a kid saved it and uploaded it to a YouTube channel, and then they provided a link. So that is what we're looking at. And then you can see the embedded voiceover. Each one of these areas is scored on an area from 5 to 1. 5 being excellent and 1 being poor. So you can see each area has a description. So potential impact was recognized and ideas for future research were discussed. If the child hit on that during the presentation, you could give them a 5, a 4, a 3. Maybe they hit on it, but they weren't very clear. Something along those lines. So that is how you would be doing the scoring. So this is just the assignment. But let me show you how you would actually score. So I've uploaded one here into, let me see. I have 2 here in Judge 1. So I'm going to view the assignments, and I'm going to look at mine. I turn this in. So if I click on this, I will have the option to play the video.
Hey everybody, this is Frank McDonald, and I'm going to create a little video to show you how to record a presentation on PowerPoint.
Boom. So now, as you grade it, you can go through, and this area here will allow you to, this area here will allow you to score the project. Now, part of the issue here is that the format, the setup is such that you will have a hard time seeing what it is that you're scoring. But I would recommend having that rubric out, and that way you can reference the rubric and you can click on what it is that you want to give the score. So under the research plan, I can say if I cross-reference with the rubric. As a matter of fact, let me try that right now. Let me go back. Still in my sandbox. All right, so here's my rubric. I can say, okay, clearly focused and purpose was identified. If it's an engineering problem, is a practical need for engineering. So I can go back and I can click, okay, this student stated what he wanted to do. And I can come back here, testable for scientific method, and I can say, well, yeah, you could possibly test it that way. And now you're scoring on from 0 to 5, and you go through and you continue to check. and you continue to score. So as you go through, you can change your score here if you want. You can drop down and look at these here. This is a decent way to do it as well. Design, as you go through, you're kind of looking at it, and you go through and score. And you can see the scores are being updated as you go through. Once you go through and you give all the scores, you've covered everything. I'm clicking here through. You can, at the bottom of the screen, you can post. And once you post, I should actually, I can return it actually. And then once I click on return, the student will receive that score. Students will receive the scores as soon as you are finished scoring them. And once we go back out, we will be able to see for Judge 1, now 1 has been turned in, 1 has been graded, and you can click on that and you can see who you've graded. You can go back and check and change scores if you need to change scores. So this normally happens when you go with your first project, and you look at the first project and you think you have an idea, and as you're going through, you score. But then going back, you may think, you know what? Maybe I was a little too easy on this. Maybe I was a little too harsh on that. And compared to the rest of the projects, this is where this project should lay. So that way, it gives you that opportunity to go ahead and make any changes that you see fit. Like I said, the scoring will last from Monday, November 16th to Friday, November 20th. Then at that point, we will be having sweepstakes, and we condense the 21 projects into, I want to say 5 major areas, and we take the best of each one of those categories, and now we pit them against each other. And we normally have sweepstakes judges, so I may be reaching out to you to kind of help me out again with doing sweepstakes to determine our top projects overall. Anything else? Let's see. That is our callback. We've gone over the Google invites. We've looked at the people tab. We've looked at the classwork. We've looked at the rubric. We've looked at scoring. We've looked at the assignment, the callback for sweepstakes. And all this, the kids have to upload all their projects by Saturday, November 14th at midnight, or 11:59 actually. And on Sunday is when I'm going to put together the judging. And Sunday morning will be the last entries that we'll receive for the science fair as far as judges, the inquiries. And then I'll start to plug them in as I can fit them in. Normally within a category, I'm going to show you the different categories. I'm going to determine how many projects I would like for judges to look at. We are in double digits roughly for each category. Like I said, our fair is running just a little bit different than it has in years past. If there are some of you that have helped us in years past, you might remember that we would go with our 8th graders, and then our 7th graders, and then our 6th graders. Well, in this year, because of the numbers, we wanted to kind of condense it a little bit to follow the formats that our Sun Country Regional Science Fair is following, as well as the state competition is following. And they've chopped down their numbers, so we cut down on our numbers. Now we have 6th, 7th, and 8th graders competing against each other. So we can only send our top 2 projects from each category to the Sun Country Science Fair. So this is a little bit different type of competition than we've had in years past. So it is just a slight variation, but because of that, we do have double digits in every category that we are looking at. Our biggest category seems to be chemistry at this point. Our smallest category is probably computational biology and bioinformatics. As far as the judging goes, I want to stick you guys have included what organization you are from. I want to kind of keep you as close as possible to those areas. There are some people from different high school programs. So maybe if you're from the SATA program, which is the computer science program at Eastlake, potentially you would be looking at the at the embedded systems or any of our robotics or intelligent machines area. If you are an engineer, maybe you're looking at our engineering, several of our engineering categories. If you're from the Health Professions Academy at Socorro, or you are UTEP nursing students, maybe you are looking at one of our biology-related areas. So whether it be cellular molecular biology or maybe medical engineering. So something along those lines. But I will make those adjustments. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. My email address includes, or this email should include my email address where you can reach to me, and my cell phone number. So if you need to text me, if you're having any issues receiving the invitation, or if you're having any issues grading, I am available 24/7. Like I said, this is our first go round, and there are a lot of things that we're learning along the way. So I will be available. I will make myself available for anything that you guys need. Again, thank you once again. Without judges, you guys, we would not be a successful. We would have trouble running a successful district science fair. So you play a huge role in the success and allowing our kids to learn and to grow and to be able to move forward onto the higher area science fairs in the city and as well as the state. Thank you again. You should be hearing from me on Sunday.